2K Sports presents Game 4. Will we see it even up, or will it go to 3-1? And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Taking a look at Minnesota, they'll hold nothing back tonight to have a shot at advancing. Greg, they got to even the series.
Lose this one, and you got to win the next three. Extremely unlikely they could recover if they falter here.
Now here's Edwards. McDaniels gets a wide open look. That three off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Jacks up a three. Minnesota with the rebound. Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Aldridge. David?
And he knows this team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over McDaniel. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Doris, he is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
Holmgren wide open. Drills it from outside.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Randall outside. Pass to Conley. Back to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing, and it's good off the glass.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. They grabbed their own miss. Hartenstein, and the dunk by Hartenstein.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Here's Randall, the Thunder making the shot. Goes up to the stripe. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Excellent reflexes from Julius Randle. Wow, what a putback.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Pass to Williams. Shoots over McDaniel. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Tipped away. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander has length, he has anticipation, makes a defensive play and turns it into offense.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the triple. Randall's got 7.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
A double clutch. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Well, what a pump fake by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets the defender committed, and he'll go to the foul line.
No good on that one.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And the second free throw, good. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Gobert. No scoring in this one. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good. That would have tied it. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. And here is Holmgren. Outside, Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Over Gobert. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Back to Randall. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Outside Dort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, that's a savvy move by Lou Dort on the inside. Gets himself the whistle.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And the first one drops.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves trail by 5. Reed with a screen on Williams. That's a 2 from Randall. Randall can't get that one to fall.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
DiVincenzo against Williams. Caruso, the pass to Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Randall against Williams. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Outside Williams. Rob. And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Thunder. They lead by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Oklahoma City.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Wallace has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Thunder. Timberwolves trail by 10. And here is DiVincenzo, still without a basket. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. Minnesota making a switch. Einad's checked in. Break every year. Injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Trains it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker on the wing. To the paint. Here's DiVincenzo. And the layup is good. DiVincenzo's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul. Minnesota making a switch. Garza's checked in. Wallace outside. Pass to Wiggins. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Pocket 6. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for Alexander Walker. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Thunder. Dort comes in for Wallace. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now in. Still scoreless. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Caruso, no good. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Conley. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no way he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow. Thank you for the report.
That is SGA at his best, running the floor, playing with pace.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Gobert with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The shape. Conley's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. It's stolen by Edwards. Lets it go with a 3. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot's so important. Nice three-point look right there.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes for Minnesota. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Edwards. And then for Oklahoma City, Holmgren, he's checked in for Wiggins. Jalen Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder leading by 6. Dort, left side. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Wallace. On the wing, Williams. McDaniels defending. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Randle gets to Conley. Picked by Randle. Fires the 3. Conley's shot is off. Well, Thunder have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Williams passes to Dort. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Dort's got 5.
Boy, tremendous job having hands ready, feet prepared, catch and shoot opportunity for Lou Dort is good.
Randle outside. Pass to McDaniels. And here is DiVincenzo. Now here's McDaniels. Scoreless thus far. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Holmgren can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 6. And here is McDaniel. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randle surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it from deep. They get it again. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert is going to be terrific on the glass.
And that one, good. He has 5. And stolen by Williams. And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, Ernie, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think if they drop this one, it's going to get into their heads and they're not coming back.
Stop it, Kenny. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Outside Williams. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. 6 points here for Jalen Williams. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley the pass to Gobert. Floats one. They get it back outside for Randall. Offline with his 3. The Thunder leading by 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. So Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 11-point game. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Shoots over Dort. Edwards' shot is good. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 14 points for him. Nailed from three-point land. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Here is Edwards. He's got 5. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Gobert in the corner. Randall outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Good D by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Holmgren against Gobert. Holmgren can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Randall. Pass to Conley. Now Edwards. Defended by Dort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The beauty of Anthony Edwards, there's a lot of natural talent, but there is the work ethic and the willingness to be coached that will allow him to maximize his abilities.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And Edwards drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving it around. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Holmgren can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 10.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is the guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Caruso's checked in. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the floater. And slam dunk by Gobert.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
The Thunder leading by 8. Over in the corner, Caruso. Outside, Dort. Caruso kicks to Dort. Outside Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Bank shot, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Dort.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
And the first one at the line is good. And Edwards drops them both. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Hartenstein. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over by Conley. Caruso against Edwards. Count that one for Dort. Dort's got 8 points.
You can see the work Lou Dort has put in to make himself a threat from 3. That's a pretty looking shot right there.
Randall with a screen for Conley. There's the triple. Dort grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Williams. He has 6. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Got a piece of it. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Pass to Hartenstein. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. Like, you can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. Williams. Mike Conley with the rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Here's Edwards. And he goes right over Hartenstein and slams it down.
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro the ability to play through contact, the N1, yes, sir.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Wallace subbed in for Dort. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Now Caruso. Nothing on the board. Pass to Wiggins. The 3. Reed with the rebound. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. The third quarter comes to a close. Thunder lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Timberwolves trail by 4. DiVincenzo with it. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Edwards. Now here's Reed. Shot clock at 5. DiVincenzo can't hit it. DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Wallace. Launches it. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Oklahoma City. DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Ingles passes to Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Ingles. And the first shot of the night for him missing. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead early. Wallace up on top. Minnesota with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Caruso, a screen on DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wiggins. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. Here's DiVincenzo. Edwards looking it over. And there's the foul going Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Clark comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mike Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now here's Conley. picked by Reed. It's up a 3. Conley's shot is off.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Over Conley. Again, the Thunder score.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it in off the breakaway. And it's an 11-point Oklahoma City lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Reed. Edwards inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Clark. And it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Jalen Williams is subbed in for Alex Caruso. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team, and he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, "We're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun." It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Edwards against Dort. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Randall a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Randall outside. Conley scanning the floor. Edwards loves it in there.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Edwards. To the middle. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 11. Here's Edwards. Edwards with another miss. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren against McDaniel. Holmgren can't hit.
I
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Randall with the bucket. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So we see the Thunder get the win here. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You could see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.